it can, you know, wiggle around.
Because you are researching food, yo.
What up? 大家好，我是唢呐。Welcome back to 彩虹机车. And trust me, this shit's gonna be special, yo.
Yep.
But before we get into it, 麻烦你帮我按 like 分享 to help the algorithm.
Hey.
So we all know 小彩虹, just like 小粉红, have two things in common. They're extreme and they like to shame and shut people up.
Yep.
And today, this might be the first time in history where 小彩虹 mutates. Does some 变形金刚 and becomes a 小粉红.
Hey.
我没有说夸张哦. So check this. A Chinese company called Shein made 100 billion in sales last year.
Wow.
And recently they invited a group of Douyin influencers to tour their factory. And one of the top influencers, known as Danny DMC, had this video come out.
So they made it a point to make sure that I could meet the president, and we're having a dinner tonight. I keep it 100. I'm very straightforward. I say what's on my mind, and I do not play about what I bring to my community. I also would like to make it very clear that I would never in a million years work with a company that has child labor.
You know where this is going.
Yeah. When you say there's no child labor.
When you say this shit and you keep 100, you already know where it's going.
So let's just get that out of the way immediately. We've come together, signed a contract, I signed a deal with them, and they have come all the way correct. So that's the first thing I want to note, is that they take care of their creators, and especially as a plus size creator.
So after this, she got on a plane with several other influencers and went to China to check out their factory. And when she said this, shit went bad, yo.
This China trip has been one of the most life-changing trips of my life. Getting to see the whole process of Shein clothing from beginning to end with my own two eyes was so important for me. I was really excited and impressed to see the working conditions. And I was able to interview a woman that worked in the fabric cutting department. And you guys know me, she's an investigative journalist. So I asked her all of our questions and she answered them honestly and authentically. She was very surprised at all the rumors that have been spread in the US. I think my biggest takeaway from this trip is to be an independent thinker, get the facts and see it with your own two eyes.
This is really important.
Yeah.
She says it's important to be an independent thinker and see the fact with your own two eyes.
That's this.
There's a narrative fed to us in the US, and I'm one that always likes to be open-minded and seek the truth. So I'm grateful for that about myself, and I hope the same for you guys.
So she said this twice. She said it in two videos, right? She likes to seek the truth and be open-minded. And when she posted this, her fans roasted her hard. She actually calls herself a professional confidence activist. Confidence activist, but not a human rights activist, that's for sure. She was driving while making a TikTok. And then they said, driving while making TikToks is absolutely wild. Almost as wild as promoting Shein as being an ethically made company. It's purely ignorant and naive of them to think a sweatshop would invite them in and show them their worst. Genuinely appalled by how much common sense and empathy has been ignored to believe the lies they're being fed and regurgitating.
Yep.
This is exactly like when you visit North Korea, like in that movie.
Hello, North Korea!
You see happy, successful people, beautiful markets, fancy shows, because the entire thing is a specially curated tour. You can't go anywhere besides where they tell you to go or talk to anyone they don't allow you. How these influencers don't see that is the exact same thing is wild. So you might be wondering, 为什么他们对这个 influencer 这么凶呢？他们有什么证明可以这样子针对他呢？ Turns out that just a year ago, the BBC did an investigative report and documentary on the company Shein. And what they revealed is that not only are they abusing their workers and paying them 600块台币 for 18 hours of work
What?
per day, and they only get 1个月可以休息1天. On top of that, two of their main suppliers are using Xinjiang cotton pickers.
Oh, shit.
Bro. That documentary came out a year ago. And then 3 months ago, the US government announced that they were going to investigate this company. So the reason why her fans are going after her is like, how the fuck did you not know?
Yeah.
How did you not know? You said you keep it real. You're 100, right?
I keep it 100. I'm very straightforward.
100是在说他的 weight 的。
You better be careful. So after that, she quickly got back on her TikTok and responded.
The first part I can definitely take accountability for is I should have done more research. And I think content creators in general, we don't do enough research. And I think especially plus size content creators, we're just so happy to be included. And
Okay, so now she's making it about her
Fat
weight.
car.
She's playing the fat card.
胖胖
The
卡
zongliang ka.
胖胖卡
Yeah, she's saying that because we as plus size creators don't get enough opportunities, we are desperate for anything. And sometimes our desperacy, our desperability keeps us from doing research to know who we are going in business with.
Because you are researching food, yo.
You better stop.
so happy to be included and, you know, see our size and be able to wear their stuff, that it gets, you know, it can
you know, wiggle around.
要写 script 啦。
it can cause issues because you're not doing enough brand research, and that's definitely where I can take accountability.
Okay, so she should have done more research. Well, at least she's taking accountability, right?
No.
So, after she made this apology, if you want to call it that, her fans roasted her even harder. They said, how the fuck did you not know this shit? And you still signed the contract. So you just about to take a Poland pie.
Yeah.
And as her fans continued to roast her, she actually deleted this video and she deleted the other video. Then she came back and she pulled out all the stops. Prepare, because the mutation is about to begin.
This is like the dark, crazy side of TikTok, and I'm just gonna be honest with you, I'm not the fucking one. So here's the deal, okay? One, stop telling me to myself. I was so for many years being a fat woman. I'll never.
Emotional damage.
Emotional blackmail. So now she's saying, hey, I was sued before because I was fat.
This is first card.
The emotional card.
Second, I know exactly who the fuck I am. I know exactly what the fuck I'm doing. Third, could never, will never be a sellout ever in life. I was not paid for any trip or to say anything. I was taken on a trip, once in a lifetime chance. You would have done the exact same thing.
Would we have done the exact same thing?
I won.
Would I go on an all expenses paid trip to China to push a company I didn't do the research on?
No, dude.
I don't think so.
I have so much more awareness of what's going on behind the scenes than any of you ever could, because you don't see what's going on. 90% of what's in your closet is made in horrible conditions. So you have no right to say anything.
Wait a minute. So what you're saying is because what's in our closet, you're guessing, is maybe made in child labor or slave labor or whatnot. Possibly 99%. I don't know how you know that. Because what you did, we cannot say anything at you. So in a way, she's kind of admitted, it's like, you can't say shit because you're just as guilty as me.
This is a guilty card.
Guilty card.
Second, I've seen stuff with my own two eyes. If you think it's propaganda, that's cool. Again, you've never been to China.
I've been to China.
I've been to China.
I've been to China.
And you've never seen what's going on. Third, fifth, seventh,
she lost count.
Yeah. That is actually 小粉红 card because 小粉红 always say, 哎，你没有来过中国，你怎么？
对，你不知道中国，你没有来过了吧？
我去过呢。
傻逼了吧？
third, fifth, seventh
What the fuck are you talking about? 怎么543
point, okay? There is so much xenophobia and racism.
Oh, there we go. The most valuable card there is. All access.
Yep.
Xenophobia and racism.
Yep.
The most powerful card.
Yep.
It's like the time stone. So, shit like this is causing a lot of people in Taiwan to 开始怀疑美国，开始排美，你知道吗？ So you need to watch out for people like this, because the real Americans like me, we actually will fight for Taiwan. We're actually about this fucking life, yo.
Yep.
But people like this who think they are woke, they're sleep.
Yep.
So you need to be awake and watch out for people like this Xiao Caihong, aka Xiao Fen.
Delete 抖音。
Delete Douyin right now. You have no idea how dangerous that is.
Yep.
Before you do that, like, comment, subscribe, and let us know if you have experienced or seen some Xiao Caihong become Xiao Fen Hong. And we'll see you on the flip side. Peace!